Hi, I'm Sam. I'm the GM for Surekleen Products, and I'm joined here today by Dr. Franklin, who is the chemist that essentially designed the Fuel Kleen product. Welcome, Dr. Franklin.
Thank you, Sam.
All right. The first question that we have for you is, how effective is Fuel Kleen on improving the efficiency of engines?
Yeah, Fuel Kleen works by cleaning the system, keeping any moisture that might be in the system out of the system, and it also cleans the whole system, so it can have a substantial effect on the efficiency and running the engine.
So what are the key benefits of using Fuel Kleen on different types of engines?
I guess the key benefit here in diesel engine in particular is to make sure there's no moisture accumulating in the tank, and there's no corrosion as a result of that moisture, no buildup of bacterial material that finds its way into the system and blocks the fuel lines. It also keeps the fuel lines clean, removing any dirt that might be in there or building up, and it keeps the injectors clean.
What are the key environmental benefits that Fuel Kleen offers, and how does it contribute to sustainability?
Okay, the key environmental benefit is it allows the fuel to be used as efficiently as possible. So you'll get more miles per litre of fuel. It will also reduce the emissions from the exhaust pipe. That will be particulate emissions, which you'll see as visible smoke. It'll reduce the carbon monoxide, and it can also reduce the NOx emissions as well.
Can you tell us, how is Fuel Kleen applied to existing fuel tanks, and are there any specific guidelines in terms of how to use it?
Yes, there are. The best way to use Fuel Kleen is to add it to the empty tank, or as close to empty as practicable. That way it will mix with any residues that are sitting at the bottom of the tank. Then as you add the fuel to the tank, that will create a bit of a vortex and allow the fuel to mix thoroughly into the fuel.
So, Dr. Franklin, can you explain the different ratios that will be applied when you put the Fuel Kleen into the system, and why they vary?
Yes, the maintenance dose is always 1 to 4,000, 1 part Fuel Kleen to 4,000 parts fuel. So that's a normal maintenance dose. That's what you would use 99% of the time. But when you're using it for the first time, especially with an old engine or an old fuel system, you need to apply then a higher rate to clean out whatever dirt and moisture might already be in the system. So you may use a ratio of 1 to 2,000 or even 1 to 1,000 if it's a very old engine.
Awesome. And is there any risk at all that when you are using Fuel Kleen and you're adding it to the system, that it can damage the engine?
No, none whatsoever. The Fuel Kleen only affects the fuel. It has no detrimental effect whatsoever on the components of the fuel system or the engine. It can't. It's similar to fuel in that respect.
And why is that?
Well, it's just another organic chemical. It's just chemically related to the fuel itself. So there's no risk of any damage. There's no possible chemical interaction that could occur.
Just finally, can you tell us, how effective is Fuel Kleen on diesel and petrol engines?
Okay. Fuel Kleen works on both. Generally, because diesel is a less refined fuel, you'll get more dramatic results with diesel engines. Petrol is a highly refined fuel, so there'll be less visible impact. But it works equally well on both types of engine.
Awesome. I had heard that in some testing, the most visible way of identifying the improvements from Fuel Kleen is with the black smoke reduction. Can you explain how that works?
Yes, basically what's happening there is that the fuel is being burnt more efficiently, more cleanly, and so there's less smoke coming out the back end. Basically what that smoke is partly burnt fuel. So the reduction in the partly burnt fuel means that the fuel is burning more efficiently.
Excellent. Dr. Franklin, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Sam.